Hi, my name's Kurt Molly. I co-founded an online advertising agency about 12 years ago. And over the last 6 months, we've been working with a lot of different clients and students to develop some very specific tools to finally give you answers to find out exactly what is wrong with either your ads or your funnel on exactly why it is not converting. Now, I've gotten lots of phone calls over the last 6 months because of the iOS update. Well, there's some other big changes that are coming up. So we created some tools specifically for online advertisers to help produce more sales and leads right away. We find a lot of problems very specifically inside of an ad or inside of a funnel that with one small tweak, it can make a huge difference and you can start seeing those leads and sales come in right away. Now, pay attention for the next couple of minutes. I'm going to jump into a story on how we created these tools and how AutoZone, an auto parts supply store, can actually show you how to improve your ads and online funnels. All right, let's go ahead and jump right on into the presentation. I'll see you on the other side. So, how can an automobile shop like AutoZone show us how to fix our ads and funnels? Now, let's time travel with me for just a couple of moments. Do you remember the first time you got your first car? Well, I can tell you, I remember my first car. It was a 1982 Z28 Camaro. Yeah, it looked pretty much exactly like this thing right here. And well, I love that car as much as I love my 90s style mullet. I mean, well, it's not an actual mullet from 1994. I couldn't find the picture. But anyway, think back to your first car. And as you may recall, there are so many lessons that are learned once you own a car. Now, one of the biggest lessons that you can learn while owning a car at any age is what do you do when you see this on your dashboard? The check engine light, right? You're driving down the road and all of a sudden something happens. I mean, it's a warning light. You don't know exactly what happened, but something happened. So, the big question comes down to when you're driving in a car like this and you see the check engine, what are the big decisions that you start to make? The problem is we see people get really frustrated because there's not an easy like check engine light on most people's sales and funnels. And they get really frustrated and they tend to give up, and that's not what we want whatsoever. No matter what your advertising experience is, we all have run into these issues with our ads and online funnels, regardless of what ad platform that we're using. So, how can we effortlessly address and fix the issues causing the problem? Well, this is where we take a page from the AutoZone playbook. So, when this happens, when the check engine light essentially comes on your car, well, you have four options to diagnose and fix the problem. Now, option number one, you can ask a friend what their opinion is to do next. Now, depending on who you ask, what their belief system is, I mean, it may cost you a little bit of money, it could cost you a lot more time. It's kind of like just posting on Facebook, oh my goodness, my ads aren't working. What do I do next? Right? Now, option number two, you can take the time to order the repair manual and figure out all yourself, right? It's all step by step. Everything you need to know is inside of here. The problem is, it's almost kind of like buying a bunch of other courses as well, too. It doesn't address your exact problem that you need. Now, this again can cost some money, can cost some time, depending on your learning curve, how much time that you have to not only learn and implement and trial, and whew, there's a lot there. Now, option number three, hey, I know a guy, right? Hey, I'm going to hire a local mechanic I found online or heard from a friend and see what they say. Well, local mechanics kind of like, well, it's time to change your blinker fluid and switch out the winter air for the summer air in your tires. The total charge with parts, time, and labor is only 1,500. Sometimes it's like asking high ticket coaches, what do I do next? There's just not a lot of, it's just a lot of fluff and not a lot of value. So it's a lot of money and some additional time as well too, and honestly quite a lot of runaround. Well, option number four is take your car directly to the manufacturer dealer in your area. Now it's going to be a little more fancy and it's going to cost you the most amount of money, but the least amount of time because they have all the experts there. They have all the experts on site, on staff. They have all the parts. They have everything there for you. And they have something that we like to call the unfair advantage. And it's this thing right here, this computer. Because essentially what happens is this. When dealerships would plug these specialized computers into cars, see what AutoZone started to think about is this. They started a brand new option. I like to call it the unfair advantage switcheroo. See, what AutoZone basically did is they basically took a brand new option for people and they put their option in their own hand to find out exactly what was wrong with their car. They would plug this device directly in their car and it would give them all of the options of what specifically is broken, what specific part is needed, what happens if you can't do it on your own and you need to hire an expert. So now it cut out a lot of the middle people. It's a very low cost, it's a low amount of time to know exactly what you need to work on next without all the unnecessary runaround. So now anyone could quickly access this information. I mean, they could quickly diagnose and pinpoint the problems, recommend specific repairs, recommend specific tools and parts, step by step guidance for the best next steps, and even access to experts if you need it. Again, we're taking a playbook right out of AutoZone. See, so for the last 12 and a half years, when people's ads and funnels flounder, I receive personal messages like these. Hey, old friend, hope you're doing well. Listen, our Facebook ads have been in the toilet for the last 4 to 6 weeks. I really need some help. Or, hey, mate, hope it's all well. Like most of the world, we are experiencing really applying results from out of Facebook campaigns since the privacy thing came in. We're an in house team now, but we can't seem to fix this. How do we help? Well, to fix these issues, people would schedule an hour consulting call at the cost of $1,000 for the hour, and we would just cover the following information, kind of like bringing their car into a shop for us to diagnose it. We'd set up a Zoom call so I could look directly into the ad account or look under the hood. The first thing that I would start to do is I would start to set up something that I like to call the Golden Ad Report. Now, this report helps us read all the data from left to right to see exactly what is wrong with the ads or if it's the funnels. Now, we've been using the same process for many years, regardless of the updates and regardless of the platform. Well, once we see the complete Golden Ad Report, we can recommend a proven step by step plan on exactly what levers to pull to give your marketing the biggest impact. A lot of people want to change lots of different things, where if they only focus on one or two small things and just change that, it makes a world of difference in their online ads. Now, the faster that you can identify the problem, the quicker you can implement a solution. Now, it all becomes the magical elixir to start driving more leads, sales, and ROI back into once unprofitable marketing campaigns. Now, the process is simple and yet highly effective. I want to show you. So, this is a golden ad report that I've set up inside of Facebook. Now, essentially, what this is going to allow me to do is this is going to allow me to read from left to right, where I can really start to see what's happening from how's the ad getting exposed? Are people clicking on it? Once they click on it, what specifically happens? And then once they go to the website or the landing page, what does the prospect do after that? So I can literally see exactly what is wrong with someone ads or funnels based on industry averages that I have in my head. I mean, essentially, the $1,000 consulting process goes like this. We set up a golden ad report in someone's ad account. We're going to compare present and historic baseline KPIs. Some people are going to say, well, Kurt, in the glory days 6 months ago, my ads worked really well. And okay, let's grab those historic baselines and compare to what you're doing it right now. Now we're going to take these baseline KPIs. These are key performance indicators, right? These are very specific metrics that we want to look at. And how do these metrics look compared to industry standards? We want to determine the best, what we call KPI levers. This is knowing exactly what number, not all the numbers, to put your focus on to pull out that maximum effort. During these calls, we also provide access to tools, and some people want done with you options or done for you options when we recommend other experts as well, if and when needed. Now, a few months ago, after one of these one on one sessions, someone asked me if I had all these industry baselines and go to processes, well, written down, or if all of this was just kept locked away in my head. Well, it gave us a really bright idea. And actually, what ended up happening is my business partner, Nick, walked into AutoZone and saw this AutoZone Fix Finder and had a huge aha flux capacitor moment. The Advertiser's Fix Finder was born. See, what happens with our Advertiser Fix Finder, just like that AutoZone Fix Finder, when you compare it to a car, we're going to collect some critical pieces of data, these critical KPIs from the ad account. We're going to compare those critical key performance indicators versus what's going on right now and what happened in the past. We're going to go ahead and compare all those industry baselines on a report card. I'm going to show you how this works here in just a minute, so you can determine exactly what lever to pull for that maximum effort. We've also created a way to access all these KPI lever training. So when you see a specific key performance indicator metric that you have to focus on, we give you a training on how to fix it, tools, experts, and everything that's needed. So it's literally like tapping into my head and knowing exactly what to do once you enter in your numbers. So over the last 6 months, we've been building out these advertiser fix finders for multiple different types of ad channels and funnel types. Now, we've shared the alpha version of these tools and resources to the $1,000 one on one calls that we do, and to members of our $1,000 per month Genius Society and members of our $2,500 a year annual premium program. Well, one of our members inside of our premium program and one of our $1,000 a month coaching students in our Genius Society is Teresa. Teresa had results from using these tools like this. One client went from $39.80 to $26.72 CPM. Some people may realize, well, I don't even look at my CPM cost. Well, just by changing that one number, she went from putting a dollar in and making $1.73 to putting a dollar in and making $7. Well, the big question is, how exactly did our advertiser fix finder help Teresa? It's really simple. We've actually already gone over the processes, and I'm just going to repeat it again. It's all really easy and automated in a 7-step process. Step one, she located the 9 critical key performance indicators required for her specific advertiser fix finder. Now, in this example, this is going to be for e-commerce. So special note, we've created lots of different advertiser fix finder tools to help you with your unique marketing funnel. Now, the next thing that she did is she entered in the 9 critical KPIs for the last 7 days. And she said there was glory days 30 days ago when things were going kind of good. So we entered that into her specific advertiser fix finder tool. Now, the advertiser fix finder clearly shows what had changed most and what had stayed the same. That's the big thing. A lot of people say, hey, Kurt, my lead cost or my sales cost went up, but they can't tell why it went up. Was it because click-through rates are lower? Were CPMs lower? What was specifically the issue? Now, here's the other thing. When people don't know exactly what to look for, what we've done is we made it really easy. So when Teresa enters in her numbers into the advertiser fix finder, it's going to actually grade her on her different KPI levers, meaning like CPM or click-through rate, or how do I get more people to actually my landing page, my website? Well, what it does is it gives you a grade of industry funnel specific standards. How well are you doing? A, B, C, D, F. So again, you know exactly what to work on next. Next, Teresa's Advertisers Fix Finder gave her specific trainings, tools, and access to expert resources to improve those KPI levers. Again, she knew exactly what to focus on. After that, Teresa would enter in realistic improvements into her advertiser fix finder. So once she figured out what was broken, then what she does is she makes adjustments, and she knows she's not going to be able to double or triple goal, the very next day. We have a small margin that we put in there. So what we do is we have some realistic goals next. And then what the fix finder is going to do is just going to predict what's going to happen next over the next 7 days or 30 days. You get to determine that. So what ends up happening at the end, in under 5 minutes, Teresa now has a step-by-step realistic plan on exactly what to do next to fix her ads and funnels. And she found out in her situation, all she had to do was improve the CPM, and that was it. She didn't have to scrap everything else like she thought to. Again, to bring in a 7 ROAS return, put it in a dollar to make over $7. Now, we have taken these processes and we have automated, documented, and gamified on how to fix your ads and funnels quickly without all the trial and error guesswork like before. Now, these advertiser fix finders are tools anyone can use regardless of their marketing channel. Just 7 simple steps to get your ads and funnels predictable and profitable again. Now, our advertiser fix finders are designed to assist people who have run ads in the past for a specific offer or website, or if you're currently running ads for an offer and or a website. Our advertiser fix finders are currently designed to help live real world situations versus hypothetical situations that only produce pie in the sky returns if everything lines up correctly. Meaning there's some software out there that you can predict what a funnel may do if everything adds up correctly, and it's just not a real world look. So just to be clear, our advertisers fix finders work for people who are currently running ads, not for people who are just getting started out who's never run an ad before. We're in the final stages of creating several different advertiser fix finders to account for different types of marketing funnels. And this is where you come into the story. We created an advertiser fix finder 30-day sprint to showcase off these tools to help you turn around quickly. And at the end of the day, once we give you these tools and you have these skills, you know for the rest of time exactly what to do and fix and go next. It's kind of like showing a person how to fish and they'll be able to feed themselves forever. That's our goal with this 30-day sprint. And this all starts May 4th, 2022. So we want to help you with your ads and funnels while leveraging our different advertiser fix finders to get you more sales and leads quickly. Now, for an unlimited period of time, we're going to grant you access to all of our advertiser fix finder tools. So you may have these funnels, maybe you don't run e-commerce, maybe you don't run coaching, maybe you only run opt-ins. You're going to get all access to all of those tools accompanied with a gamified training center with videos, tools, resources, links, recommended experts, live support, and a private Facebook group. See, we want to work with you in a 30-day sprint to help you improve your ads and funnels. And here's what you're going to be receiving: lifetime access to all of our advertiser fix finder tools in the beta stage. Anything that we come out with, you're going to get access with that as we remain in our beta stage. You're also going to get lifetime access to all the gamified membership sites with dedicated training modules, resource links, and expert referrals. So here's the thing: is once you know how to use your fix finder and to locate the exact training that you need to watch, you're going to get lifetime access to all of that as well too. You're going to get unlimited support inside of our Facebook group starting now. So when you get started right now, even tonight, you're going to be able to get started and start to jump right into the training, start to review your own numbers. And if you have any questions along the way, start asking in the Facebook group. And that's going to last all the way through the end of May 31st at midnight, 2022. Now, every single week, we're going to have live AMA sessions. Those are Ask Me Anything sessions with our team. So if you have any questions about the tools, your funnels, your own performance, if you want us to look at your ads, happy to help during that live Ask Me Anything session. We're basically offering you handheld support. So moving forward, again, you're going to know exactly what is wrong with your funnel and how to fix your ads. So you're going to know, should you fix it yourself? Should you get help in fixing it? Or should you just maybe just hire someone to fix it for you? We're putting the power back into your hands. So here's how the 30-day Advertiser Fix Finder Sprint is going to work. Once you register for the Advertisers Fix Finder Sprint, you're going to be taken to the following page to ask you a few questions about your business, your offer, and your goals. So the page is going to look just like this. Now, once you've filled out the onboarding form, you're going to be taken to the Facebook group link. Between now and the start of the 30-day sprint, we will be reviewing your goals and your marketing funnels to see how we can best assist you in this dedicated time together. So shortly after you fill out the form, we'll be sending you an email on gaining access to the gamified training portal with all of your Advertiser Fix Finder tools, trainings, and resources. If you want to see what that looks like, you can click on the link on down below. And this will give you time to dive into the Advertiser Fix Finder tools, trainings, and resources and have a running start once we go live, starting Monday, May 2nd, 2022. See, we're going to kick off the 30-day challenge by gathering your starting numbers. We want to know where you started. During the sprint, we're going to be dropping additional resources, links, tools, expert interviews into the group to help you address any issues you may run into along the way. Each Tuesday at 10 a.m. Central Standard Time, we'll be hosting a daily live Ask Me Anything sessions to get all of your questions answered and to help you analyze your ads, your funnels with specific Advertiser Fix Finder tools, so we can pinpoint exactly what levers you need to pull to maximize your results in the shortest amount of time possible. I mean, that's what we're all here for, right? To make it easy. Now, keep in mind, this is an active 30-day sprint where we want to know where you started and ended up after the challenge. So we'll be taking you the exact same tools and processes that we use in our advertising agency, like Molly Marketing or Black Box Social Media, or that we leverage on our $1,000 consulting calls, just like this one right here. After one of our calls, you can see recently, we validated so many thoughts that I had. We knew our CTA rates weren't good, but once you went through my stats, basically in the calculator, you were able to determine the exact CTR we needed to break even. So we can figure out the exact number, not just take a guesswork at let's just run ads and see what happens next. So as we open up this beta group for a limited time, we want to make a no-brainer decision to join the 30-day challenge. So you can leverage all the power of our Advertiser Fix Finder tools and finally know exactly what to do when you run into trouble. Once you know exactly what to fix on your own, well, you can decide what you want to do from there. You can decide if you want to fix it on your own. That's why you got our gamified training portals and tools. Or you can ask an expert with Done With You solutions. Well, that would be us as well, too. We have the live weekly support. We have tools and resources. We have the private Facebook group. We are here to hold your hand and help you get through this. Or we can also give you some done for you options. So you can either access our agency directly, depending on how much you're spending per month, Or we can give you a Rolodex of people to get access directly for the very specific thing that you require on your ads or funnel to make sure that your ads are once again profitable. Now, your investment to access these advertiser fix finder tools, training, support won't be the $2,500 that other people have paid in the past for this information.